What's going on, YouTube? Just spent the last several hours cleaning up the Chevy, get all the dust off of her. We got a Kingsland Cars and Coffee here in my town, so I'm gonna make an appearance with that, and hopefully make it to our Jacksonville truck meet tomorrow night. But it's got the whole front end put back together. Paint arrived today, so we should be getting some paint and color on this probably next weekend. The front tires are leaking really bad in a bunch of spots, so I'm going to try and use I guess it's a rubber bonding agent you can pick up to put inside the bead. So I'm going to try that over this weekend. But I'll show you what the truck looks like. I got the valence on and cut up. Got it from LMC Truck. It was like 25 bucks, but it came in like super warped. So I've used a heat gun to kind of flex it out, and I've cut it to fit, and I've got some screws in it kind of forming it right now. So I'll show you that. So here we are back together, nice and clean. Fitment's looking super killer. Had to come back in, do a little more body work. Come to find out, I didn't fully weld out my notches where I cut out the 1.5 inches on both sides. So when I welded it out, it actually tucked both sides of the bumper in a little bit. So I had to come in, fill it. We're looking nice and smooth, flush with it. Here's the valence. You can see it's still pretty warped in some spots, but I've got a piece of the old valence behind it, mating them together. Hopefully that'll help flex it out, and then I can get some plastic weld in there, get them all welded in, and re-plastic filled both sides. That side I didn't measure anything when I cut this, so that side's got a big gap. Fill that all with some plastic. It should look fine. I'm not too worried about it. Grant Fab valence still on here. I added a couple little pieces just where it was touching, so that way when I'm driving it, I don't want it vibrating on the windshield, scratching it up. I think UPS dropped my paint today, but vintage burgundy metallic, and then House of Colors, we got some gray with this epoxy primer with some hardener in there. That's going to be for the bumper and the Grant Fab valence. And then I should have plenty of extra paint. If I have some time, I may repaint actually this bed side. But these two pieces alone, that's 460 bucks from TCP Global. If anybody wants to look at paint, that's where I've been buying it from. I don't know anybody local here, but I'll do a little filming tomorrow, maybe at the Kingsland Cars and Coffee, maybe at the Jacksonville truck meet. So it's just kind of update. Truck's back together, and she's looking good. guess they decided the rubber was too low. Yeah. They said like, hey, if you want to like buy All right, YouTube, it's the next day. Yesterday we did Kingsland Cars and Coffee. I put the truck back together Friday night. It's now Sunday. We went out to Jacksonville Truck Meet. I didn't do any filming there, but I did some at the Kingsland Cars and Coffee, so I'll put that in this video. But it's Sunday, so I'm gonna try to take these wheels and tires up to my family's shop and use the tire machine and see if I can't get these tires to seal right, because they are both front tires are leaking from the insides and the outside beads in several spots. I don't really know why. They only have about 1,000 to 2,000 miles on these tires. I don't drive this truck that often, so set y'all on a time lapse. We're gonna get these wheels off, get the truck jacked up, and then we'll drive across town to the tire machine, and I'll show y'all that too. Made it to family shop, getting ready to get these tires fixed. I picked up some tire bead sealer. I was recommended that this stuff works for low pro tires, and maybe this will fix my issue. But while we're here, I wanted to show y'all a couple vehicles my dad keeps stored away. So I think y'all would like these. So I'm gonna get this camera turned around and show y'all. Original sport truck. Keep the seat covered up. Brown interior. Super sweet seats. Super clean truck. It's got 140,000 miles on it. Got a lifted two-door Tahoe, custom painted. And then he keeps this one sitting over here. 454 SS with a 502. It just kind of sits back over here. I don't think I've seen it move in like 3 years, and there's nothing wrong with it. So, Dad, if you're watching this, get out here and drive this damn thing before I do. Just thought y'all'd like to see these trucks. Pretty sweet. All right, I got the wheels back to the shop. Seem to be doing good. I think that bead sealer worked. Got the buffer out. Since they're off the truck, I'm gonna go ahead and clean them up. I just wiped this one down. About a year ago, I bent this rim and I sent it off to get fixed. Never really had an issue with it since, but one thing I noticed when I got it back is I got this real nasty gouge in it after I got the wheel back from getting straightened. So I've got my sander out. I'm gonna try to sand some of this out, clean it up a little bit, because that looks like ass, and I absolutely hate it. There's a couple other spots I may touch up, but it's a billet wheel, so cost a lot of money to replace these wheels, especially because this is kind of a one-off to my truck. I quoted a new wheel, and they told me about a year ago it was about $1,800 just to replace this wheel. And I think I got $500 in getting it straightened and shipping. Not too mad about it, but it's not perfect. Never will be. I know it's the back of the wheel, so it's not super big deal, but we'll see what we can do. See if I can straighten it out a little bit. All right, it's not perfect, but you can see a lot of that's out. You still see some sand scratches, but I mean, I think you can see that pretty well. No, it's definitely better here. But this is the back of the wheel, so it doesn't matter that much, but I'm just trying to clean it up. Gonna turn them around, get them cleaned up, and put them back on the truck. Wheels are back on the truck. Got them all cleaned and polished up. I think that's it for this video. Next weekend, I think we've got some plans. We're gonna get a buddy's truck out here. Gonna put a rag top in his square body S10 next weekend. Hopefully get some primer on these bumpers. This bumper and the wiper cowl, not the valence, wiper cowl. And so I'm just trying to get a video out this week, so hopefully next weekend will be a good busy weekend for filming, get some extra content on a buddy's truck, and we'll see y'all next week.